What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? What is going on? How's everybody's week going so far? I do not have any Moon Knights in stock, James. Well, Kanye, how you doing, boss? You get your package? What up? How's everybody doing this week so far? Came in today, nice. Any symbiote Spidey? We have the Gamerverse one. There's also one in the Spider-Man and Carnage set. One second. So this is a VHS 2-pack that has him in there. So it looks like that. And it comes with a Carnage as well. And then I have the Gamerverse one. This is the Gamerverse one. Let me do a price on these. The Gamerverse one is $35. The second one I showed is $35. And then let me tell you the Carnage set. 1 second. Yeah, I'm doing it. Hold on 1 second. I just gotta double check my listings. There it is. I'll say 75 for that, because there are 2 figures in there. So I'll say 75 on that set. So let me know if you're interested in it at that price. There's a ton of other stuff. If you're interested in anything else, we always do better deals on multiples. Yeah, all good, James. No problem. If anybody else has any other requests, throw it in the chat. Let me know. Put these back. So just an overview of what we have available tonight. Oh, actually, we got the only NECA turtle set that I have in here is the GameStop the Comic-Con exclusive set over here. When they're like at the beach set. I do have this 6-pack with the original turtles, the sewer layer set. If you want that. I do not have any Legacy Mighty Morphin in the room at the moment. Legacy. No Transformers are in here. For Spider-Man Retro, are there any retros left? I have the movie. I have the 2 movie Spider-Man. I have the Tom Holland, and I have the Andrew Garfield. But I think that's the only retro carded Spidey stuff in the room at the moment. A lot of stuff is in the garage right now because we have a show this weekend. But I'll show you some of the other Marvel stuff, like over here. So there's a whole shelf of Marvel stuff over here if you want to look through any of this. And just let me know what catches your eye. Or, as always, guys, feel free to just shoot me a DM and let me know what you're looking for. Because if it's not in the room at the moment, I can prep it for a future stream, or we can DM it out, or I can keep an eye on it. I work a lot of shows on the weekends. I'm going to be working Tropicon this weekend. So let me know if anything over here catches your eye as far as just Marvel Legends in general. A couple over here as well. And then I'll just go over some of the newer stuff. So, San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. We have Street Fighter. We have Dhalsim and M. Bison. And then there's Gamerverse stuff over here. We still have a movie Wolverine. We have some Squishmallows over here if anybody needs Squishmallows. We have the Cold Slither set from G.I. Joe Classified if anybody needs that. I do still have one more Mustafar set for Anakin and Obi-Wan, San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. We have Revenge of the Sith. We have a Magna Guard and Aayla Secura. Let me get us back to our normal area over here. And then just to show off the stuff that's on display over here. So Gamerverse, Marvel vs. Capcom wise, top left, we have the War Machine and Omega Red 2-pack. And then we do still have Psylocke and Thanos available if anybody needs that. For G.I. Joe Classifieds, we have a couple figures from the latest waves. We have the Armored Cobra Commander. And then we have the Snake Eyes. We did restock an Anakin Skywalker if anybody needs him from Ahsoka. I have an Uncanny X-Force Archangel. We have Mass Device, Snake Eyes with the Polar Bear if anybody needs that. We also have Breaker still from Mass Device if anybody needs that. 3 3/4-inch Star Wars. I have Crosshair, Rocket Launcher Trooper, Callus, and then we have the new Halloween droid from Droid Factory. There's a bunch of X-Men 97 stuff over here. We got a Jean. We have Gambit, Rogue, and Logan available. Tiger Stripe Wolverine. If you're into Godzilla, we do have the card game that just came out. So we have a full box and we have some individual packs. For Fantastic Four movie, I have a couple figures in stock. I got Silver Surfer, I got Reed, I got Thing, and I have Flame on Johnny. Continuing Gamerverse, I have the Kingpin over here. There's a Nightcrawler over there. There's an Asajj Ventress over here. There's a Nihilus over here if you need Star Wars stuff. Classified, we have the Cobra Claw with the pilot. We just showed off the VHS Carnage and Spider-Man set. This is the Sentinel 2-pack over here. And then for Superman, I have the deluxe version with Crypto. And I have the Battle Damage. I also have a couple of things over here in the corner. I also do have a couple of the Ben Coopers over here. So we have the Godzilla one. And then we have the Tiki Terror, which was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And then I do have people that were asking for Spider-Man villains. We do have that big deluxe Venom from Gamerverse Spider-Man 2. So that's the stuff that's featured tonight. We do not have any Moon Knight in stock. What kind of deal could you do on one of each of the 97 X-Men figures? Do you have 4 of those? If we're counting the Jean, she's not 97. But it's this Jean over here. Do you need this one? This was a Target exclusive. Let me know if you're interested in that one as your 4th. Otherwise, we could try to do it with 3. I'll tell you right now the prices. Yeah, that's right. Gotcha. Hold on. Let me get my prices in order, and then I'll let you know the combo deal. Okay. Gambit is 40. Where's Rogue? Rouge, also 40. And then... Okay, so I'm going to just say that if we were to run them individually, we'd probably be asking 40 each. 40 times 3 is 120, and then I would knock 10 off and do 110 for all 3. So if you wanted all 3 individually, I'm calling them 40 each. But we can ship them together. You save shipping on that, and I'll knock $10 off. You do all 3, and I'll knock 10 off, and we'll do 110. Let me know. Game profit. That's works at all for you. All right. If anybody else has any other requests, throw it out there. And game profit. Just let me know that you heard what I said, so you don't have to respond or anything. Any chance you can do an even 100? Let's see. probably not worth it. I mean, the Gambit and the Rogue are definitely hard to get. All right. This is my bottom out. I'm going to say 107. I'll give you like another 3 off. So that's $13 off. 107. Keep in mind that I do have to pay the fees and everything. 107 for those 3. You don't got to drive around for them anymore. You want to do 107? All right, let me put the bundle together for you. That's what we're here to do, guys. We're here to make bundles and figure out good deals for everybody. So let me do this. Edit. We're going to do... $97 Wolverine, Wolvie, Gambit, Rogue. Change it to 107, not 701, 107. Now let me just fix the shipping to multi-pack. Okay, that is now your listing, so go ahead and grab it, and then I'll re-edit it after for everybody else. Wolverine, Gambit, Rogue, thank you. All right, let me get that listing out of here so nobody else tries to buy it again. Let's drop this down to 40 again. Man, I wish that I missed when I had individual listings for everything. All right, that's back to normal now. All right, that is yours. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let me just see. Do I have... I think I just have to move the road. Yeah, let's do it like this so I don't have to dismantle the whole display here. So, condition check on this Wolverine. I don't know if you're an opener or not, but let me know if that one works for you. Not noticing anything really wrong with that card. Gambit. Same deal. He's in good shape. Okay, that's fine. And then there's... I just got to take the Rogue out of here because I think this is my last Rogue. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate it. Can we slide anybody else in over here? This will do is slide these over. Oh, you are an opener. Actually, if you're an opener and you don't care, do you care if I send this Gambit just because it's a little beat up? Up to you. If you're going to open it anyway. I'll save the Go one for somebody else. But only on your approval, of course. Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. That way we can save the better one for an inbox collector. Yeah, that's what that one too. Okay. Yeah, these are the better boxes, so I'll leave these. All right. This over. Anybody else want to go on display? All right, let me put these in the sold area. Alright, if anybody else has any other requests, let me know. Just rejiggering some stuff to make sure everything's on display together. I guess I'll put this Anakin here, because he's not as new as everything else. And I can put these back. Alright, if anybody else has any other requests, please throw it in the chat and let me know. I'll throw this Wolverine up there. Somebody might want. See, did I miss anything? That's good. He's good. He's happy. We're all good with that. Alright, if I missed anybody else's requests, let me know. Otherwise, throw it in the chat. Be hanging out probably till like 12:30-ish, something like that. 12:30. Depends. If it's busy, we'll stick around, obviously. But probably do plan for an hour, and then if we end up staying on longer, that's all you guys. Alright, so once again, to review what's over here, we got a bunch of Gamerverse stuff, including Marvel vs. Capcom stuff, and then we also have a Venom and Kingpin over there. That Uncanny X-Force Archangels in the middle. If you're a G.I. Joe Classified fan, obviously we got some new stuff. We got the Armored Cobra Commander and the new Snake Eyes. We also have the Cobra Claw, and we have a Breaker. And then we got new Vintage Collection over there. We still have some X-Men stuff available. We still have a lot of the Fantastic Four wave available. We just did a restock on that over the weekend, so I was able to get that stuff back in for you guys. The only one that the only ones we don't have available right now were Sue and the Flame Off Johnny. Do you have those Cobra that are steel? Cobra nests that are steel snipers nests? No. Oh, I gotcha. Did that release yet? This one, right? I don't think that's released yet. No, I think it was like only up for pre-order. Maybe like some people in Canada got it away. Yeah, I did order the snake armors. I thought they were going to ship this month, but they have not shipped yet. So I'll have at least one snake armor for sale. I might end up keeping one. But once again, those have not shipped yet. I will have them eventually, but whenever they actually get them out. But we got the polar bear with snake eyes. We have the armored Cobra Commander. We have the new snake. We have two new snake eyes, and then we have the claw. I don't know if you saw the claw. Claws here. This is the new Cobra Commander, the armored one. And then here's a closer look at the new snake eyes. And then I don't know if you were able to get Breaker yet, but this is newer as well. There's the mass device Breaker. I think it's just more 90s. What I used to do with this snake is I would use him with like the Arctic display. Because it looks like he's more decked out for the Arctic. It just made more sense to me that way. Love the armored Cobra Commander. And Breaker's cool too. So those are the newest G.I. Joe classifieds that are here. Oh, this one, he also comes with, sorry, I'm not highlighting the best part, that he comes with a big iguana. Which is sick. Joe Team does not slack on trying to give us cool animals. They gave us a polar bear and an iguana within like a couple weeks of each other, so. I think it was more of a comic reference because I don't. In the show, did he ever have the armor like that? I think it was more of like a comic thing. Yeah. Well, that was in the movie. Booze. Which ones are you asking about? Because there's a lot of Star Wars figures and they're various prices. There's 3 3/4 inch here. There's an Anakin over here. There's a Darth Nihilus here. There's a Ventress over here. They're not all like the same price, so I gotta figure out what you want, and then even if you wanted to do a combo deal on something, there's a bunch of more Black Series up here. The 3 3/4 inch over here. Okay. So for these, the 3 vintage collection ones are 25 each, and the Droid Factory one is 30. So this is the Halloween Droid Factory. He's 30. These are 25 each. I can do a combo deal if you're getting more than one, but just let me know if there's a specific one you're after. And I'll either set up a bundle for you or we figure something out. Once again, if anybody has any requests, throw it in the chat and let me know. Once again, if anybody has any requests, throw it in the chat and let me know. There's a ton of action figures here. Most of the stuff in front of you is just what we're featuring tonight, but if you have questions about other stuff, throw it in the chat. There's not a ton of DC in here at the moment. The Bane Wave. One second. I don't think I have any Bane Wave. Oh, you mean like the metal Bane or the movie Bane? It doesn't matter because I don't think I have either of them, but just so I know. Gotcha. Let me take a look at the metal Bane and see if anything catches my eye that I might have. I don't think we have any of the movie stuff left. No, I don't have any of those, and I'm pretty sure all the movie stuff sold. Do this though. Feel free to shoot me a DM. Remind me of what you're looking for, and I'll keep an eye out for it. Or if I come across it in the garage or in storage or something, I'll let you know. Or I'll be proactive. Once again, if anybody has any requests, let me know. If you have any questions about any of the stuff we have on display right here, throw it in the chat. How much on that breaker? Let me see. I want to say 40, but let me just double check and see if I can do any better. You know, what's up, man? The dogs are barking. The dogs are barking. Yeah, breaker is 40. Breaker is 40. He's going closer to 50 online right now, but I can do better than that. I'll do 40 for him. So let me know. There's also, if you want to do like some type of combo deal, that's what we do around here. We got the new Snake Eyes. We got the new Armored Cobra Commander. If you don't have him yet, he's got the Iguana in there. We also have the Claws down here. And obviously we got the Snake Eyes with the polar bear over there. Is this stuff you're showing us right now only thing you're selling? No, Xavier. There's more like in the room, and I have more in my garage. So that's more of like a DM me your want list, and I'll let you know if I have it type thing. There's some San Diego Comic Con exclusives over here. So we have the Cold Slither set as well, and then we got the Anakin and Obi-Wan Battle of Mustafar set. We got some Clone Wars stuff over here. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Let's take this wire out of here. All right, so let's just go over everything over here. So Venom is over here, and then we got some Ben Coopers up here. All right, you guys obviously saw the stuff that's front and center, and then here's the stuff that's like laying down. There is a deluxe Superman there, and then we got the Sentinels, we got the Carnage set, we got the Claw over there. We got Nihilus, Ventress, and then there's a Nightcrawler there. There's the gold label Spider-Man there, Superman there. There's Maximum Spider-Man and Maximum Hulk over here. There's a couple of Sue Storms down there. We got the Obi-Wan with the 212, and then we got the Secret Wars Wolverine. For the Snake Eyes set, I can do 85 on the Snake Eyes set. 85 on the Snake Eyes set. 1 second. Hold on. Let me keep moving here. There's a bunch of Black Series up here. There is actually one NECA gargoyle in the room. It is Thylog if you need Thylog. He's somewhere. Thylog is over there if you need him. Grizak, that's the only one that we have. Some Haas guys over here. Squishmallows. San Diego Comic-Con. We got Street Fighter Dalsim and M. Bison. We have more Gamerverse over here. And then there's a ton more Marvel Legends over here. I don't have any wrestling left. So that I'm wrestling. And then over here it's just very miscellaneous. There's a lot of Cosmic Legions over there. There is the San Diego Comic-Con turtle set from NECA over there. And then there's the 6-pack that just came out, the Target exclusive from Playmates, and then we got just more ships over here for Star Wars. We got the pizza thrower over there, Mythic and Cosmic Legions. How much on the 6-pack? Oh, hold on, falling over. Let me pull the 6-pack out, and let me get a polar bear. Oh no, I said the polar bear was 85, and then hold on, I need to clarify what I want for the Anakin and Obi-Wan. This is the remastered set right here. What do I want for this? What did I pay for this? Let me just do the math. I'm gonna say 75 on this set. 75 on this set. Not too much of a push. What is Figz? It's just whatever we're doing. Like we're doing requests, so I just have a listing that I'll keep updating and changing the price of and changing the name of when people pick out what they want. That's just how that works. Just easier for me to have one listing and do it that way. So this is 75. We talked about Breaker, who's 40. We talked about the Snake Eyes and Polar Bear, which is 85. And then for the Mustafar, what the hell do we want for the Mustafar? The Mustafar, I think we were saying like 240. Hold on, let me just double check before I throw a number out there that I'm not happy with. Yeah, no, 240 makes sense for the Mustafar set. 240 on the Mustafar. I'm assuming you went to Comic-Con this past year. No, I did not. I did not. I didn't even leave my apartment. And if you guys want San Diego Comic-Con Funko Pops, I do have a box of those. They're just not currently on display. How much for War Machine Omega Red? I'll say 85 on War Machine Omega Red. Psylocke Thanos is like 105, I would say, and then the War Machine Omega Red, I'm going to say 85. But as always, if you guys are interested in multiple items, we always do better deals on multiples. That's what we do. The best way to get the best deal is to pick out multiple items. Because like if you pick out 2 things, I'm usually going to give you at least $5 off. That's like kind of the best way that it works. But do keep in mind that we do have to pay fees when we sell on here. So I'm going to say 85 on the War Machine Omega Red. And yes, listen, guys, if you guys want to throw offers out there, that's totally fine. The worst thing that happens is I say no. I don't get offended. Just don't say like $1. That's it. I'm not here to get offended. I just want to attempt to get people figures at a hopefully decent price that they're happy with and that I'm happy with. So, yeah, so I'll say 85 on that. That's cool, Xavier. Also, guys, you can give us a follow on Instagram at Jobus Palace. And feel free to DM us your want list there. It's at Jobus Palace. It's the same name there as it is here. All right, once again, we'll take a look at some of those San Diego Comic-Con exclusives over there. So we got the Street Fighter, we got the Star Wars, and we got the G.I. Joe in that corner. Also, the Walmart exclusive Revenge of the Sith, Magna Guard, and Ayla Sakura. All right, gonna slide back to the center here. Let me know if you wanted this set, the person that had asked about it. I'm gonna put it back in its spot because it's blocking everything else. If anybody has any other requests, throw it in the chat. Let me know, guys. Always here to haggle it out. Okay, cool, Xavier. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, if anybody has any requests, throw it in the chat, guys. Plenty of awesome figures available. I have the Gamerverse Venom. The Gamerverse Venom right there. Just a dope Venom. There's also a Symbiote Spidey and Carnage set over here. And there's a Gamerverse Symbiote Spidey over here, along with the Miles upgraded suit. What did we say? We said, somebody asked earlier, I said 75 on the Spider-Man Carnage. We said 75 on this one. And then the Venom. Let me remind myself how much it cost me. 1 second. I'll say 75 on the Venom. So either the Gamerverse Venom or the Spider-Man Carnage 2-pack, I'll say 75 on either of those. If you see anything else, we always do better deals on multiples. Obviously, we got the Kingpin over there as well. So Xavier, I'm saying 75 on that set. Hayeb, I'm saying 75 on the Venom. Oh, good, Hayeb. No problem. No problem. Remember, guys, the best way to get the best deal is to do combo deals and pick out more than one item, and then I can start chopping money off, and I don't have to worry about individual figure prices as much. How much on the Joes? So the Armored Cobra Commander is 40. The new Snake Eyes is 35. The Polar Bear set with Snake Eyes is 85. The Breaker is 40. And then the Claw. Where did I put the Claw? The Claw. I literally don't remember what I paid for it. So. The Claw is 85. So 40, 35. What is it? 85 of this? I'll call it 80 because I don't know if I said 75 or 85, but whatever. Or correct me if I'm wrong. Breaker 40, Claw 85. Or if you're getting more than one, we always do better deals on multiples. By chance, are you asking... How much are we asking for that? We said 105 on the Psylocke Thanos set. 105 on the Psylocke Thanos set. And then the War Machine Omega Red, I think we said 85, but I would obviously do a combo deal if you're getting both of those. So 105 on its own, the Psylocke and Thanos. Or if you see anything else, we can do a combo deal, and I'll give you a discount on a pair of items. Remember, guys, the best way to get the best deal around here is to pick out multiple items. All good, Yo-Yo. The Gamer versus Venom, yeah. We said 75 on him. But if you see anything else, we always do better deals on multiples. I also have the Kingpin. And I got these two as well. The Symbiote Spider-Man and the upgraded Miles. So if you want just the Venom on its own, it's 75. But if you want to pick out something else and do a couple items together, we can do a better deal. All right, you want to do a Venom for 75? Let me get them front and center for you. There's the Venom. Just update the listing. Setting it up for you right now. Hold on. Don't grab it yet. Okay, that is your game reverse Venom. Go ahead and grab it when you're ready. Thank you, Julio. Appreciate that. All right. Good shit. There you go. Let me just double check and see if I have another one I can put on display. Where is it? Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, there it is. So if anybody else wants a Venom, I do have another one. So he is still available. And then that one's yours, Julio. So see, we do have two. And that one's yours. I'm going to put it in the sold pile. Appreciate you. All right. If anybody else has any other requests, throw it in the chat and let me know. It's 12:20. Plan was to do an hour stream, so that would be at like 12:30. We would be signing off. But if people want to hang out and grab stuff and bullshit, that's cool as well. We'll hang around for you. I always stay on if people are asking for stuff and people are active, so no problem with that. Oh, let me edit this little thing back, actually. If anybody has any requests, throw in the chat. Let me know. Do you have any NECA? So there is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive turtle set from this year, the Beach Turtles. There's a Flash Gordon signed by Sam Jones. That is NECA. This is a Pennywise, if you need a Pennywise from the newer movies. There's a Thylog over here from Gargoyles. Trying to think if there's any other NECA in this room. We have more NECA like stored in my garage that we're gonna bring to some shows, but not a ton in the room at the moment. There's a Crash Bandicoot back there. That is NECA. Caden, what exactly are you looking for? You looking for Ninja Turtles? Are you looking for horror? Horror, gotcha. Yeah, I probably only have like one or two Universal Monsters left. If you think of something specific that you're after, feel free to shoot me a DM here or shoot me a DM on Instagram and just send me your want list in general and I'll let you know. And Predators, gotcha. Yeah, if there's a specific Predator, because we probably have some Predators. It's just that our inventory always gets split up in the summer when we're doing shows because I'll leave a lot of stuff in the garage so I can pack the car more easily. And then we just kind of have like newer stuff in the office that like shuffles in and out and stuff. Yeah. The Thing is 40. Thing is 40. Any of the Fantastic Four are 40. But if you see multiple items that you're interested in, we always do better deals on multiples. So keep that in mind. I'll try to put a combo deal together for you. Let's see it better there. Do you have... I don't have a Sue Storm. I just restocked all these, but the Sue Storm was spoken for already. So we've sold her a couple times. I tracked one down for somebody last week. I'll be on the look for her if I can restock her. I'm trying to keep the Fantastic Four stuff in stock, but it has been selling very well. So there are two versions of Sue Storm down here. So we have the retro version, and I have the black suit version. So if you're looking for either of those, let me know. But I assume that you're just looking for the MCU version.
He doesn't do that anymore. More otaku. Tang won't be a problem. Unless he wants to work 65 years for one day. Ooh, Tang. G. Tang, you love you. He's a nice guy. Why you think I know? How did you say it? What's that? What's that one? Save guys waiting in time. That's us. Yeah, that's who we work for. Oh, they control North and South America.
No, that's dynamic. Botany has Mars and Saturn.
We're talking about the Earth. Who rules what? The kid hasn't done his social studies. There's 4 companies. The government needs to know.
Don't forget the new one, Prodigy.
What's that one? It's AI. Started by a kid 10 years ago.
Boy, can't believe it.
That's the one. Right, so there's 5 companies. Right? Still in red house. Just a day.
If anybody has any requests, throw it in the chat. Let me know. Plenty of awesome figures in front of you. I can do a sweep of the room upon request, or if there's anything specific that you're looking for, just let me know. Throw it in the chat.
You asked me if I did my job.
How long to Earth orbit?
10,525,000 seconds. Plenty of time.
Let's think. Give it to me in months.
4 months. It'll take a few days. Well, good, Captain. Hey, collars are down. Looks like the log files are corrupted. Well,
If I get the thing in Silver Surfer, how much you asking for? So they're 40 each, and then I would do 5 off. So it would be 75 for the pair.
looking into what system we shut down. Why don't we just shoot Bruce's specimens?
Let me know if that works for you.
Shut down another zoo.
They'll get shipped together. You'll save on shipping that way. You can run it at a cheaper shipping price for the bundle. So let me know. If you're into that, I'll update the listing and we can do it. 75 for those 2.
For what? So the company can put shit into our breakfast cereal to control our minds?
That is not a real thing.
No, what are you talking about? The specimens are the issue. Period. Do I need to post extra security? Or restrict you to your quarters? Sullivan, Petrovich. Got it. Wake me on final approach.
Will do.
Alright, TV, let me know if you decide you want that bundle. You can put them back for now. No, I did it like that. If anybody else has any other requests, throw in the chat. Let me know. Hang out for a little bit longer, just in case anybody wants anything.
Who's in the mess?
What are you gonna do with it?
What do you think we should do with it?
Squash it. So it doesn't sting you.
What if, while I'm squashing it, another scorpion stings me to protect its friend the same way you're trying to protect me?
It scares me.
Think about a scorpionless view, trapped under glass, menaced by giants.
Okay, my darling. It's time. Do we have to? Yes.
Come on. I'll be here when you wake up.
Are you gonna tell her?
Do you want me to?
No. Is it gonna hurt? No.
If anybody has any requests, throw it in the chat. Let me know, guys.
Falling asleep. Will I dream? I don't know. You'll have to tell me when you wake up.
Oh, there she is. Hey, I think now was something. Hey, deep breath for me. No. No, I don't need some rest now.
Is that what I'm gonna look like?
Yes, that's you.
She's pretty.
Hey. Oh, come in. How's our girl?
She's ready.
Do you know who Neil Armstrong was?
He was an astronaut.
Not just an astronaut. He was the first man to set foot on the moon. You're going to be the first too.
Going to the moon.
No, silly. You're going to be the first person to transition from a human body to a synthetic.
Because I'm special.
That's right. You're very, very special. Do you want to see a magic trick? Yeah. It's pretty cool. Right?
Can you on the table? Oh, my brother.
I told you you can see you when you wake up.
If you can't see me, listening? That's right, Mousy. Minty.
It's just the generic listing I'm using and editing on the fly when people make requests. So if anybody wants anything specific, shout it out, let me know. We'll figure out the price and then I'll update the listing. I do not have any Gwen pools in stock at the moment. I can show you some more Marvel though. So there's a Venom over here. Then obviously the stuff that was already on screen that you got to see. There's some Gamerverse over here. And then there's 2 shelves of Marvel Legends right there as well. So if you need any of those, let me know. We haven't had Gwenpool in stock in a while. She came out a long time ago. Did what? 6 years ago? That's gonna be my guess. 6 years. Let's see. I'll find out. Lizard Wave. 2018. So pretty much 6 years ago, because 2018 we're not fully through 2025. It was probably halfway through 2018. So 6-7 years. Nailed it. That's the only Gwenpool we ever got. Do this though, aristocratic. Actually, I'll do it for you. I'm gonna shoot you a DM. It's gonna say Gwenpool. If I find one, I will let you know. So just keep an eye on your DMs, or give me a follow at Joba's Palace, and shoot me a DM saying that that's what you're looking for. Because I work shows on the weekends and stuff, so in case I run into one, I could try to grab you one. Do you want the lizard tail? Or are you a sealed collector? That would be my other question. Because I can, if I find a loose one or, whatever, let me know. All right, if anybody else has any other requests, please throw it in the chat and let me know. Otherwise, we are going to hop off soon. I'm going for about an hour and 20. All right. If anybody has any other requests, please throw it in the chat and let me know. Otherwise, we're gonna sign off in a couple minutes. I'll give you guys like another couple minutes to look around. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say that is last call for figures. Last call for figures. If anybody wants anything before we sign off, please throw it in the chat. Otherwise, we're gonna hop off. Plan is to do another stream tomorrow around the same time. So bookmark the upcoming streams. If you think of anything that you're interested in the meantime, shoot me a DM and let me know. We put a bundle deal together or something. But yeah, if anybody has any requests before we sign off or while we're offline, give us a follow at Joba's Palace. Shoot me a DM on here. Let me know what you guys are after. Bookmark the upcoming streams, all that stuff. Send us your want lists. I'll keep an eye out for stuff for you guys. All right, on that note, we're going to hop off. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.